Now, epilepsy is a chronic, non-communicable disease of the brain that affects people of all ages. The World Health Organization says around 50 million people across the world have epilepsy, making it one of the most common neurological diseases. But stigma and misunderstanding leaves many people undiagnosed. That's why Zimbabwean filmmaker Lumix Ndiani decided to film a documentary addressing some of the issues. The film is called Muroyi Ndiani, which means "Who is the witch?" Take a look.
It was a mystery that would reoccur every few months over the next few years. By then, I knew when it was coming. I would sense a strong scent, hear voices arguing, my vision would get fuzzy, and then blankness. The blankness remained just that. I have never known what I did or what happened after going blank, and no one ever gave me a satisfactory explanation.
Well, the film was recently featured in the Africana Film Festival, which was held virtually at the weekend. And I'm delighted to speak to filmmaker Lumix Ndiani, who joins me now from the town of Nottingham here in the UK. Thanks for taking time to talk to us on Focus on Africa. What inspired you to create Muroyi Ndiani, the witch?
Thank you for having me. So my sole reason was I just wanted to tell my story. I wasn't trying to start a campaign or anything like that. It's something that I've always felt I should share. So that is why I made the film. And it's been well received. But really, I just wanted to tell my story. That's all it was initially.
We will talk about how well received it was. You document your own experience, really, living with epilepsy and, the stigma associated with it. Would you say attitudes have changed now since this was done?
I would like to believe that they're changing due to social media. People are sharing, we're sharing information a lot more. So I think there are things I'm learning from via social media. But I think that there is still some stigma because where I come from in Zimbabwe, people are quite religious and they're also quite believe in in cultural beliefs. So when something happens, it's always someone's fault or it's evil spirits. So I think it's changing, but there's still work to be done.
I'm curious, what did you learn while making this film that you did not know?
Right, I didn't know what I did when I passed out, when I just went blank. I think my family, they were trying to protect me. So when I was interviewing them, this is where they were telling me all these things that I didn't know about. I think there's a lot more to what you see in the film, but I just didn't know. I didn't know what went on, and I think because we just kept quiet about it, like it was a headache. You know, when we say just like a minor thing, but it was such a big thing, like for 15 years of my life growing up.
I mean, did your family know that you were actually filming this? How did they react when they saw the film?
Well, what I did, I just said I'm going to make a film about my epilepsy. I didn't tell them about the angle. I think it's only my sister who knew because I shown her the script. And my mom doesn't want to watch it again because it makes her feel a bit sad. And my father was quite happy. I think so. Even my brothers, everyone is just quite. It was an elation. It felt like therapy because we'd never spoken about it, and now here we are sharing our family business with to a wider audience and everyone being receptive about it.
Yeah, and that's where I want to kind of end this conversation because I'm wondering where you want to. What's your aim for the film, briefly?
So what I want to do initially is to share it with epilepsy support organizations, African ones mostly, because I think they will relate to the story. And then I'll be entering it into film festivals. I've been approached by the festival as well.
So you have ambitions for that. But I just want to say thank you and all the best on this.